It's week 6 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
12 more yards there and another first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
All right, ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Mixon with a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, Klein. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continue.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These two teams all tied after one. 3 yards remain for second down. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Taco Charlton in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end. He's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play. And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him. Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred the defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Throwing on first down. Klein finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Back to throw. Klein looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw. Klein out to the right and complete to Pittman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. back to throw. Klein. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as this Cincy defense stands up on third.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On fourth down, Klein. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Online, ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, 10.
Here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
A final shot before break. Klein looking downfield for Godwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. A little juke. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Looking to throw. Klein. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Klein. He'll get this one to Pittman. On first down, Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Pushes him over, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1st down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Indy set to go on offense once more. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go play action here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Right there. 54.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, Klein. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He gets this one to Boyd. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So the Colts now down by 10. 1:52 to play. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Pass complete to Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked.